Hi, I'm Shelley Carney. As a content creator, I've learned a lot about making videos, creating podcast episodes, writing blog posts, and doing it all consistently. Welcome to the Land of Enchantment, a podcast that explores personal development, adventure, and creativity in the beautiful state of New Mexico. Join me as I share my personal growth journey, explore the Land of Enchantment, and share tips and tricks for content creators. Get ready to be inspired, learn something new, and fall in love with the Land of Enchantment. Welcome to the podcast, where we explore the captivating stories that surround us. In today's episode, The Power of Truth, how the story of truth or consequences reminds us of our responsibility as content creators. I'll be sharing the intriguing tale of a small town with a unique name that has captured the imagination of many, Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. From how the town got its name to the impact of a popular game show, we'll uncover the truth behind this fascinating community and the lessons it holds for content creators. Join me as we embark on a journey of storytelling, uncovering the power of truth and the consequences it can bring. The kind gentleman with sparkling blue eyes, a jaunty smile, and a soft voice leans in close to hear my question above the conversation swirling around the Los Arcos restaurant bar. What is the story of Truth or Consequences and how it got its name? Bobby Middleton, the owner of Los Arcos, is a Truth or Consequences native. He enjoys sharing the details of its history with visitors. Deep in the heart of New Mexico lies a small town with a name that captures the imagination, Truth or Consequences. While the name might sound like something out of a mystery novel, the reality is much more fun and happy. Stories are an integral part of human existence. They have the power to connect us with each other and the places where we live. The stories of a place are not just historical accounts of events and people, but they also reveal the values, traditions, and beliefs of the community. As we learn and share these stories, we become more aware of our shared humanity and the connections that bind us together. These stories range from the founding of a town to the present day, and they include tales of triumph and tragedy, heroism and sacrifice, and everyday moments that have shaped the community. A wonderful example of one such community event is the first annual Truth or Consequences Rock and Gem Show we experienced over the weekend, sponsored by the Sierra County Rock and Gem Society at the Sierra County Fair Barn. We have learned through our day trip travels and videos that sharing these stories makes us feel closer to the people we meet and to our audience. We found the people we encountered in the small town of Truth or Consequences to be friendly, helpful, and eager to share their time, talents, and stories with us. A new name for Hot Springs. Originally named Hot Springs, the town changed its name in 1950 to Truth or Consequences in honor of a popular radio show hosted by Ralph Edwards. In 1950, Ralph Edwards announced on his radio show that he would host a special episode in the first town that would change its name to Truth or Consequences. The show was a huge success, and many towns across the country competed to be chosen. Hot Springs, New Mexico was the lucky winner. The town officially changed its name to Truth or Consequences on March 31st, 1950, and Ralph Edwards visited the town to celebrate the occasion. The event was a major success, and thousands of people flocked to the town to participate in the festivities. The townsfolk always intended to change the name back, but Edwards developed such an affection for the place and the residents for him that the name stuck, and the annual celebrations continued every first week in May for the last 50 years and more. Today, the name Truth or Consequences, also known as T or C, has become synonymous with the town, and it has helped put the town on the map as a popular tourist destination. Visitors come to enjoy the town's natural hot springs, outdoor activities, and cultural events. The consequence of action. The show, Truth or Consequence, has played a significant role in putting TRC on the map. Originally known as Hot Springs, New Mexico, the town had struggled for years to attract visitors and develop a sustainable economy. The town's willingness to change its name impressed Ralph Edwards, and he agreed to feature it in several episodes over the years. This brought national attention to Truth or Consequences and helped to establish it as a tourist destination. The town embraced its new identity, and over time, its hot springs, unique history, and vibrant culture became popular draws for visitors from around the world. Today, the legacy of the show continues to be felt in Truth or Consequences. The town has several landmarks dedicated to the show, including the Ralph Edwards Park and Pond. The Geronimo Springs Museum dedicates a room to the town's Hollywood history. Visitors can see the saddle Edwards used when he rode in the annual parade and photos of visiting celebrities. While the show itself may no longer be on the air, its impact on the town and its people will always be remembered. The town's willingness to take a risk and embrace a new identity is a testament to the power of creativity and innovation, and a reminder that sometimes it's the unconventional ideas that can have the biggest impact. Words have meaning. The phrase truth or consequences refers to the idea that actions have consequences and represents a powerful reminder of the importance of honesty, integrity, and accountability. We use the phrase in situations where someone is being asked to reveal information that may be embarrassing or damaging, and where the consequences of telling the truth may be severe. Telling the truth or uncovering lies can lead to a loss of friends, status, access to decision making, or credibility. The recent saga involving New York Congressional Representative George Santos underscores the environment of deceit prevalent in politics today and the outrage it sparks. There's a saying that was attributed to George Orwell, but many have said it and uh, used it in different ways. And it's this: telling the truth in an environment of deceit is a revolutionary act. Toby and I find ourselves being somewhat revolutionary leaders in many different communities when we begin to grow a YouTube channel and a community around that channel. We are really careful about what we say and do when we're on camera. And we want to present ourselves as professionals who are journalistic in our approach to everything, meaning we don't try to force our opinions on people. We try to provide information and let our viewers make their own decisions. And this usually leads to a lot of trust in what we have to say when we come back for the next show. And we appreciate that. And I guess we really honor that by continuing to do our best to always share the truth of what we see and do. If we go to a place like Truth or Consequences or somewhere else in New Mexico, we want to share that with our viewers and tell them the truth of the matter. What, was it a good place to go? Was it expensive? Was the food good? All of those things are important to tell people. But also, is it a dangerous thing to do? Like if we're going to go on a hike out in the mining claim, the Scraggs mining claim, is that a dangerous thing to do? No, it wasn't. It was very well organized, and everybody had a good time, and nobody was in any danger at any time. So, we need to share that information, though, so that people are made aware and they understand if that is something that they really want to do or not before they spend the time and money to do it. And that's important to us. So that is why I wanted to focus on this today. Taking risks to be authentic. For the town of Truth or Consequences, the phrase has taken on a broader meaning. It represents the town's willingness to embrace new ideas and take risks to achieve its goals. Today, the phrase Truth or Consequences serves as a reminder that taking risks and embracing new ideas can lead to success, even if it requires stepping outside of our comfort zones. In our current climate of social and political polarization, the phrase truth or consequences takes on added significance. It reminds us that speaking the truth, even when it is uncomfortable or unpopular, is essential for creating a more just and equitable society. It also reminds us we must accept the consequences of our actions, even when they are difficult or painful. Speaking truth to power. As content creators, we have a responsibility to our audience to provide accurate, truthful, and valuable information. The phrase truth or consequences is particularly relevant to our work, as it reminds us that the consequences of not being truthful or providing inaccurate information can be detrimental. For example, when our GPS gave us the wrong directions to the Dripping Springs Visitor Center, we lost the opportunity to gather video of a beautiful location at sunset. And I was really disappointed about that. If we gave out incorrect information about a town or a museum, it could cause inconvenience or even danger to our audience members. In the world of content creation, the consequences of not being truthful can be far reaching. It can damage our credibility, our reputation, and the trust of our audience. It can also lead to legal issues and other negative consequences. Telling the truth and providing accurate information can help build trust with our audience, establish us as experts in our field, and ultimately lead to greater success and growth as content creators. As content creators, we must take risks and embrace new ideas. This means stepping outside of our comfort zones and trying new things, even if they may not be immediately popular or successful. Recently, we have attended 3 separate gem and mineral shows to share with our audience. They may love the content and feel excited about the different aspects of these shows, or they may become bored and unsubscribe. That is the risk we take as content creators. By taking these risks and analyzing the response we get, we can create content that is fresh, innovative, and relevant, and that ultimately resonates with our audience. In this way, the phrase truth or consequences can serve as a guiding principle for our work as content creators. It reminds us to always be truthful, accurate, and valuable in our content, while also pushing us to take risks and embrace new ideas to achieve greater success and growth. By doing so, we can create content that not only informs and entertains, but also inspires and engages our audience. True story. The stories of truth or consequences demonstrate the power of community narratives to connect people across time and space. Whether we are exploring the town's history, learning about its present day culture, or sharing our own personal stories, the act of storytelling brings us closer together and helps us better understand and appreciate each other. We can help to create a world where the power of storytelling is used to build bridges and foster understanding. As content creators, we have a responsibility to share these stories with the world, using our platforms to amplify the voices of those who may otherwise go unheard, much like Ralph Edwards lifting up the small New Mexican town of TRC to help it thrive over the years. And that's where I can reach out and help you by offering you my knowledge of how to live stream, how to create a YouTube channel, or promote your own business online. And if you want to get started creating content to share stories and uplift others, subscribe to our YouTube channel, New Mexico Day Trips, and schedule a video chat with us to discuss your vision at consulting.agkmedia.studio. Here is today's lucky little poem to help cement the ideas from this episode in our brains today. It's called The Power of Stories and Consequences of Truth. A town named Truth or Consequences, a name that sparks a sense of suspense. A game show brought it into the light, bringing curious visitors day and night. From hot springs to TV fame, Ralph Edwards put it on the game. A name change, a risky bet, and Truth or Consequences was set. Now tourists come from far and wide to soak in hot springs, take a ride. The power of truth, the show's impact, a reminder for us to stay on track. As content creators, let's be aware the stories we share, the words we wear. For truth has consequences, it's true. Let's craft our content with care, too. So let's embrace the lessons told from a town story, brave and bold. The power of truth, the game show fame, a reminder for us to do the same. As we come to the end of our exploration of the fascinating story of Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, let's remember the powerful message it holds for us as content creators and consumers. The truth is a force that can shape narratives, impact communities, and bring consequences, both positive and negative. As we navigate the ever-evolving landscape of content creation and consumption, let's strive to prioritize truth, authenticity, and integrity. Let's be mindful of the stories we share, the information we consume, and the impact our content can have on others. By embracing the power of truth in our content, we can contribute to a more informed, responsible, and connected digital world. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and remember, let's always strive to seek and share the truth in the stories we tell. I hope that you will take a moment and visit our website, nmdaytrips.com, for more stories and photos. Thanks for listening today. I hope you got some value from what I've shared. I appreciate you. We need to stick together and support each other, so please subscribe and share this podcast with a friend. If you've got questions about things to do and places to see in New Mexico, or you want more information about something I've mentioned, write to me at support@agkmedia.studio, and I'll do my best to